What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Subnautica. My name is Splattercat, and I'm happy to have you here today as we hang out in the ocean and make a little motion towards, I don't know, I kind of want to make my own base camp. I mean, that's sort of what I'm leaning towards right now. I think it'd be useful, so let's gather up some metal, but honestly, I went back and I sort of tried to like cordon off all of the stuff that we had in our other base. And actually, I need to sort that for a second. So let me jump up in the front port right here. And then once we are all done up in the Cyclops' front port. Yeah, look at him raise his eyebrows right now. Like, you're doing what in my front port? I'm like, don't worry about it. It's not invasive. It's totally out procedure. It's normal. It's normal. He's like, normal to you. Normal to you, maybe. So I figured out with the fragment analyzer, I guess that it doesn't work on stuff that you've already found. So for example, the fragment analyzer isn't going to do anything for you if you find the Cyclops blueprint. This is because the game right now allows you to start with both the Sea Moth and the Cyclops, because they're both not going to be in the game at the start next time. You'll have to find the recipes first, and then you build them from there. So the recipes for those two vehicles will no longer be available in a future patch, and you'll have to research them first. And so for right now, they've left all the content in the game, like the Cyclops and the Sea Moth, so that players can test them out and play around with them and report bugs and get everything fixed. But later on, you're going to have to research everything. So I'm going to go with the stasis rifle. Oh, hell, whoa. Got like a little light show going on in here? Or wait, no, is that from my, oh, it's from my, never mind. It's from my Sea Glide. I thought it was like, I'm like, yeah, that's the way I like to do research. Put some energy on this thing. Get that thing going. Got ourselves some random like wabba wabba noises in the back. Just wabba wabba research, wabba wabba finding new stuff, wabba wabba. That's, I don't know, that's how I would do it. Anyways, let's throw the metal in here. I'd like to keep all of these things sort of segmented off from one another so that we know what's inside each one. I don't think that they auto-sort. Well, maybe they do, actually. I like that. Alright, so what we need to do right now is I'm going to try and fill up this entire cabinet with all the random stuff we need in order to survive long term. We lost a bunch of our tanks, so I'll probably actually turn these two into tanks in just a second here. Where's my, there it is. Fabricator, where are you? Don't lie to me right now. Don't you lie to me, Fabricator. I know the way that you do. You're never telling the truth. That's why you have so few friends. Anyways, back out we guys like, whoa, with the low blow. We just started the episode off, man, and you're already making fun of the fact that I don't have any associates or friends? Come on, man. I just got deployed here inside the submarine. I was trying to make new friends by getting outside of my boundaries and trying new things. I'm like, alright, well, I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have been an asshole to you. I never meant to be so bad to you. Ba-boop. Probably one of the greatest songs ever written. Are you dead right now? I hope you're not. Fluffy sea creature. Wiggle your heads. Well, he definitely appears to have had some kind of, like, malfunction. I don't think this is normal behavior in fish. I think he's probably on his last fins, I guess. Wiggle your head tassel if you're feeling okay. He's like, actually, this is my mating position. I'm waiting for something to come by and exchange fluids with me for just a little while. Oh, and there's the taker. There's the taker. Oh, he must be ugly. Sorry, man. I don't know what the... I don't know what the thresholds are for mating and beauty inside your species, but you don't appear to be doing pretty well. You're giving it up pretty aggressively right now, and nobody's taken. Either that or you've developed yourself a little bit of a reputation. I don't know. Let's grab the rest of this metal down here before anything else goes wrong. How much more can I fit? Like one or two more, maybe? Alright, I'm going to try and stay away from any giant alligator fish while we're down and in here. But they are around, so watch out and be careful. There we go. We've snagged everything that's going to be ours. Let's head on back to the Cyclops. I'm going to do it from the safety of above the water for right now, because I don't feel like being bit by any random alligator sore things. I don't know. I don't even know what to call them right now. They've got like weird bodies. They're like turtle gators or something. They're like, they've got the fins and the configuration of a turtle, but with no shell and an alligator face. They're like turtle gators. It's unfortunate. Can I not go through there? All right, wait. Where is your front access port? It's like over here. You can do this. I believe in you. What, you can't identify the front from the back of a creature? Or the front from the back of a ship? And I was like, I guess not. Oh, wow, we're sprinting right now. How do I make that happen more consistently? Because I like this. I like the speed with which we are currently moving. This will be our chest O metal right here. And so we'll leave ourselves a big stack so that later on when we want to go and like research stuff, and I want to make an underwater base. That's the next thing that I'm really obsessed with. So in order to make an underwater base, we're gonna have to track down a whole bunch of copper. We're gonna have to track down a whole bunch of metal. We have to make some pipes. We need sand. I mean, I just want to have a lot of random stuff as we run around so that we can make our life a little bit easier along the way. But for right now, it's time to go fishing. We're just trying to keep, I guess if you equip the Sea Glide inside, you still get to run fast. That's pretty awesome. So it's also an air glide if you really wanted to. Nice. I'll take it. Poor thing's still over there trying to give it up, but no takers. Just feeling so lonely. Just feeling so lonely. I don't know much, but I know I love you. meant to be. All I need to know, weird little sea creature. If I could, I would. Just to help you out right now. I'm not a big fan of being mean to those in need. So you look like you need it pretty bad right now. She's jonesing, or he's jonesing, or whatever it is. It's jonesing, either way. Let's see here. Was there ever a guy named Jones who was like the first guy to really, really want something so badly that they started to call it jonesing? I'm like, yeah, man, Jones has been talking about donuts like all day. If we don't get this dude a donut like right now, I'm pretty sure he's jonesing. He's straight up jonesing right now. I'm actually going to take more of this metal too. Let's get a little bit more sand. There we go. I'm trying to get like a really, really good supply of everything that we're ever going to need for a while, including copper, including but not limited to. Could also use a flashlight. Yeah, some zinc will do for right now. I know that frequently I say that I don't want zinc. I don't know what the peepers are doing right now, but if they're going to make it easy for me to catch them, I'm not going to complain. I'm also going to take an air sac along the way, because you can actually keep an air sac in your inventory, and whenever you just need bladders, you can release it back into the ocean and then cut on it for a little while and then loot it again. It is what it is. But yeah, you have like an eternal supply of you just being able to cut on this poor animal if you want to, so you can do that if it's the sort of thing that you're into. We've got enough calcium for a little while, I think. I think I'd rather just have the quartz. Do I need any more carbon? Oh, good. We can make a stasis rifle, too. That's pretty sweet. Probably pick up a couple of you guys. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Let's chop up some coral so that we have some more calcium. This is basically going to be like a resource harvesting episode. So if you're confused about where resources come from, this would be the episode to watch. I know that I've showed them all separate in previous episodes, but in this episode, what we're going to be trying to do is just getting everything... Oh, that's our beacon. Where did our Cyclops go? It's kind of hard to lose, but apparently I am hot on the trail of trying to lose it. We may need to build another locker, too, for food or something. I don't know. As of right now, I'm pretty pleased with the way things are going for us. I like this playthrough. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I think in the next couple episodes, we're probably going to come up with a little bit of trouble trying to create some of the newer stuff. I think we're going to run out of content, but that's just what I wanted to do. I wanted to check back in on Subnautica for like a week or so. Just give you like 6 or 7 episodes of play, and then once the play had taken place, we can all get that satisfied look on our face, walk off, and go do something else for a while. I like to do little check-ins on games every now and again just to see how they've been going along. We don't get our fragment back, do we? Oh, no, it's... Okay, so does it put us in... Where's the blueprints at, then? Ah, stasis rifle. It needs copper and a battery. Okay, I'll keep that in mind then for later. This was our fragment cabinet. So what we need to do right now is I'm actually going to craft a lot of this stuff back down to its constituent parts. I think I'll probably go... Well, let's get ourselves fed first. So I think if I've got a peeper in here, let me go ahead and eat him first. There we go. When the peeper said eat me, I drove past him a little bit too fast and I cut him off in like underwater traffic, and he got a little frustrated with me. He told me to eat him, and unfortunately I took it a little bit too literally. Watch what you say. Watch what you say. You never know how that's going to go. We got some mushrooms right there to make some more carbon. Okay. We've got our carbon, we got our glass, we got our calcium. Let's make some of that. Lovely. Yes. And once I get all these things broken down, some silicone, I don't really think we need that right now. I don't think we need the glass either. Instead, I think that I'm probably gonna, well, let's throw the glass in there. You never know. We might need some glass in the future, and when that time comes along, I will look at my watch and say, hey, it's time for some glass. We got that right there. Okay, zinc and carbon. Let's make a new battery just in case, so we got an extra battery on hand in case we need to make one in just a little bit. And inside this locker over here, that's going to be our metal cabinet, so we'll continue to offload into there. Front stock some future supplies. We've got a little bit of glass right there. It's looking nice. Everything's looking good. Throw a couple of shrooms in there in case the police come along so that we have something nice and incriminating to make it look like we aren't too straight edge or square for the hood, you know, the underwater hood. But like, yeah, he got caught with a whole bunch of mushrooms up in the back. I'd be like, yup, because that's how we ride at the Nerd Castle. No, it's not. I'm just keeping the mushrooms here. Oh, they're food? I didn't even know you could eat those. That's incredible. Wow, the things we notice along the way. Alright, well, let's throw some peepers and air sacs and stuff in there. Actually, the air sac I may bring back with me. And what you do with the air sac is if you wanted this to work properly, sometimes it doesn't work when you're... Shit, you don't eat it like that. That is the worst thing that you could do. So that was... Can I not go down this? There we go. Let me go down to here. Now we got to catch another air sac, which is very, very unfortunate. I like how the techno just kicks back in. They definitely need a soundtrack for inside the ship, though. Something that sounds epic. Something with horns. A trumpet section where it's like... Bum, ba, ba, ba. Bum, ba, ba, ba. What the hell is that? I never seen a hoop fish. Okay, I thought it said a foop fish. I was like, what the hell is a foop fish? I'm like, oh, it's just a fish with a big fupa. I don't know. Let's grab this over here. Alright, if I get some extra sand in along the way, I really won't care. We need some copper, too. So let's go ahead and keep on mining, mining, mining. Get that ship refining. There we go. We got the zinc, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Alright, so what was it I was looking for? Oh, yeah, an air sac. We need another one of those so that we don't die of dehydration. Air sacs, come along with me here. It's unfortunate. So what you can do here, what I was talking about, is you can release the air sac like so when you're in the water or wherever, and you can take like endless membranes from them. It's not even a big deal. Oh, never mind. They despawn now. Okay, well, you used to be able to get endless membranes. Things to think about. There we go. I think you can pick them up, though, and you can re-drop them, and they get all their health back, as I recall. I'm not going to do that because it seems overly cruel. But what I need to do is get myself a few more boomerangs. Yeah, I want to have long-term food supplies locked down so that we can just go back to the ship and get ourselves nice and filled up whenever we need to. I would also like to get myself filled up on oxygen because as a human, I tend to appreciate it. There it is. We may need a few more membranes. Well, we got a couple. I don't know. We'll see what we can do here. I forget what you need for bleach. I always forget. A little bit of emery right there. I don't think we're going to need it, though. A little bit of extra quartz. Let's continue to see if we can mine out some of this stuff because I think it is the most important right now. You coming at me right now, bruh? You coming at me right now? Yeah, I got rid of you because that's how I ride. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Thunderdome, bitch. Ow, you still exploded even though I stabbed you. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, now that I know that the rules have changed slightly in your favor, that's the worst type of rule change. Those rule changes in the favor of those that are my enemies, or mine enemies, as they used to say in biblical days. Thou art mine enemy, and I shall stab forth upon thee with all of the power of the King James Bible. Which is actually quite a lot of force behind the King James Bible. Try it sometime. Throw a Bible at somebody. Watch how much it knocks them out. The amount is 5. It knocks them out 5. Let's see. Severe dehydration. What's up with all these fish around here? It's a whole fish. Okay. I mean, I only really wanted a half fish, but I guess I could take a whole order right now. It'll work out. I'm not going to complain about a good thing. A little bit of emery. Not so useful for the time being. Well, I suppose we can just go back to the ship and, like, get it on with our water supply here. There are worse things you could do to your water supply, namely contaminate them. You might contaminate your water supply if you get it on with your water supply. I don't know. I bet people were irritated in the last couple episodes. I batch recorded all this. I will bet you anything that people in the last couple episodes were irritated that I didn't go up the ladder. I bet you anything. It's just like one of those things as a YouTuber that you start to learn is that, like, as you start to become more and more fail, people call you out on it more and more. It's kind of like a repeat offender type thing. It's kind of like 3 strikes, but with, like, stupidity. My stupidity, that is. I wanted to be clear. Let's go ahead and get the filtered water all taken care of. I think that in between episodes, I may front stock this as well so that we have just, like, a cabinet full of food so that I never have to do this again. Is that it? The last of what we have here? Yeah, that's the last of it. There we go. I love it when my vital signs are stabilized, so let's keep it going. What can I do with the whole fish? What happened to, like, I think we dropped it. We've got an evil eye, we've got an oculus. Where's the whole fish at? Can I not eat him? That's unfortunate. He feels left out. Why is he not okay to be a meal? Is he not implemented yet? He's not implemented yet. That might be why he's sitting at the bottom of the ocean just doing nothing. Well, you cost me H2O to eat, so I don't think I'll eat you. Instead, I'll just let you swim around my ship because that makes me happy. Enjoy your time here, little fishies. Enjoy your time here. Welcome to Splattercat's Pickle Cricket Aquarium, where you can see only the latest and greatest in aquatic life. Take a look at our whole fish. Aren't they fantastic? They're gorgeous. They like to live in the benthic layer. Let's go down over to here. Alright, well, we'll cook some boomerangs then. Bad day for the boomerang. Real bad day for the boomerang. Sorry, pal, you came up short on the die roll. It is what it is. Alright, so a little bit back right there. Let me throw the remainder of our goodies up here in the cabinet. I'm going to keep all my metals up in here. Do I have any copper in here? No, actually. Okay. That's fine. We'll throw the emery up in there. We got a little bit of zinc, a little bit of quartz. We got a good supply chain running right now. Let's maybe think as to making ourselves a new base underwater somewhere else. I think we're doing pretty well right now. Let's find ourselves a new home. Is my Sea Moth docked right now? Hold on. Let's engage in some docking real fast. Let's see. Is it docked? It might be docked right now. Let me go look. I feel we could talk about docking over and over and over again, but I don't think it fits the PG-13 tenor of the channel. If you wanted to know, docking is like a gay sex move, like a fancy gay sex move. Just in case. I mean, just in case you wanted to hit up Urban Dictionary afterwards. I don't know. Don't ask me how I know these things. Yeah, there's no Sea Moth docked right now. That's unfortunate. Let's go find our Sea Moth before I lose it again. Sea Moth, the Moth, where you be Moth. If I lost another Sea Moth, I'm going to be very disappointed with myself. My track record thus far for the maintenance of Sea Moths has not been so stellar. It's been a little bit. Did I leave it behind? I may have left it somewhere, which is really, really sort of just like a pain in my ass. I mean, I can get more parts, and it's not that big of a deal. But, see, I need to be able to put a beacon on my Sea Moth. That or just pay attention better. Where the hell did I leave this thing? I thought it was docked. But apparently I was wrong. Oh, there it is. Why did I leave it in such a weird spot? I don't know. It's damaged too, but I've heard you can find repair kit recipes like around it at the bottom of the ocean. So I figure we should probably do some like exploration or something now that we have this super awesome bitchin' ass submarine. There we go. Back up inside the ship. It's got 42% health. I guess you get like a little repair thingy later on. That's what I'm looking forward to anyways. Let's go. I'm probably going to build my base really, really deep down at the bottom of the ocean. Either that or near one of the thermal vents. Because as a geologist, I absolutely 100% love... Yeah, let's do it over here. That seems pretty good. It looks like we got a thermal vent over here. Might not be too terrible of a... I still don't know how you submerge. Like, how do you go down below the water? C for vertical? Oh, C makes you go down. Okay. Alright. It's kind of punny that C makes you dive down into the sea. I don't know. It's vaguely punny. It's not like super punny, but it works. This thing turns kind of funny. I kind of want to build my base right here. It would be a good idea just in terms of like, since we have this technology available, it'd be fantastic for siphoning off like, hey, whole fish, how's it going, buddy? It'd be fantastic for siphoning off electricity. Use the thermal energy right here. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to bring this around to dock, maybe on this side. I'm gonna try and bring it back around, but God, this thing doesn't maneuver. This ship's got a big ass. This ship's got a real big ass. It's got a little bit of dunk that you got to work with. Little bit of dunk on this one. I don't know if I should leave this towards the surface. I guess I should to give myself a little bit of clearance for the Sea Moth, I suppose. All right, let's pop out real fast. Let me grab the constructor, and let me see what we can do here. All right, constructor.
Come with me if you want to build. With the building. With the inside the G's at the end of the sentence. With the words that start with the G. The building.
Alright, so we'll go over here. Yeah, maybe deploy this bad boy right up on this side somewhere. With our constructor, I would very much like to make an observatory, and so it takes 2 metal and some glass. Well, let's make an observatory because I enjoy observing. That's a lot of fun. Swing around through here, go up to the top, and we needed glass and we needed metal. Bring back a little bit of metal with us, and bring back a little bit of class with our glass. There it is. So now that we got ourselves locked and loaded with the most classy of materials, we'll jump back onto the constructor, or launch ourselves over the constructor. And let's build an observatory. Where does it build the observatory? How does this work? Can I sink this and move this around at all? Oh, it's actually just like a glass box. Okay, and it sinks. Alright. Well, I'm hoping that... Can we get in through the top, too? Oh, we can. Good. Good, 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 good. Although... this might not have been the best plan. I wasn't expecting... I was hoping that I would be able to deploy it wherever I wanted it. Oh, you can actually walk it, I think. Maybe. Maybe it's affected by weight physics? I don't know. Well, such as it is, there's our first observatory. It's a little bit fugly. It's a little bit on the fuggle side. I wasn't expecting it to deploy in such a weird spot. I would have preferred it over there on the side. But if it's on the shelf right here, that works for me too. I mean... Can I push it? I can. Okay, so since we can push it, let me try and do that. See if I can get this to a more advantageous position. There we go. That'll work. Hell yeah. Alright, I don't know if it needs to be standing up for me to be inside of it. Yeah, that's perfect. The perfect little observatory. I like it. I like this a lot. It's little stuff like this. Like, it's not like the coolest creation, but at the same time, it's still like a pretty awesome little thing that you can build, and I enjoy that. So there it is. Let's go ahead and endeavor to get ourselves into a stasis rifle. How's that sound? I'm going to save my game after this episode because I really like what we have going on right now. That thing is fantastic. Just looking at this thing, I don't know if you noticed this before. Hold on. I'm gonna move some stuff around, but I'm going to show you something pretty cool with the Cyclops that I don't know if people noticed it or not. And if you didn't, I'm going to point it out to you in just a minute, but I'm going to leave the surprise for a second. Got to rename this thing first. Where does the cursor go if I do this? I mean, that's fine. There we go. I don't know how much space that'll give us or if it's going to truncate that, but let's go take a look. I think you're all going to like this quite a lot. I liked it when I saw it. So let's see here. I think it's actually on this side. Yeah, there it is. You see that? It actually monograms your ship. How dope is that? That's amazing. I love that thing right there. That's so cool. Like, that's a really, really cool feature. I love the fact that it throws that onto the side of your ship and lets you know that that's your stuff right there. So you can name it. You can have your own fleet. How many of these can I have? Can I have like 6 or 7 of these, each configured in different ways? I'd like to have a fleet, if at all possible. But anyways, my name is Splattercat. I think we're just about I mean, we're not completely out of time today, but I'm having trouble thinking of stuff to do, so I'm going to sit down and like brainstorm and figure out like some of the little things that we could do to keep this series going. Obviously, we need to fiddle around with the stasis rifle. We need to play around with the compasses, and there's a lot of items that we haven't built yet, and I think we probably have another 1 or 2 episodes left in us. However, this was very much sort of like a filler series so that we could revisit the game and figure out the stuff that's been going on with the development over time. I will see you all in the episodes to come. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for Subnautica. If you wish to purchase the game after all of you have seen right here, this is pretty much all the content that's in the game right now. There's a little bit more remaining that we're going to play around with, but if you wanted to get the game, down below in the comments in the description, I will always have myself a little link where you can go check out the developers' work and help them make a little bit of money so they can continue to plug along with the game. Hi, do everybody.